Swami Sivadasannada, an Acharya from Europe, reads from Master Sivananda's book, Neccessity for Sannyas. Hariom Tat Sat.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya. Good morning. Bonjour tout le monde. This morning I've been requested to read a bit from Master's book, Swami Shivananda's book, Neccessity of Sannyas. And we take a part where it speaks about the universal necessity of sannyas or renunciation. Sannyasa is real internal transformation. It is not merely taking gerua cloth or orange cloth from somebody. It is not shaving the head. It is not wearing orange colored robe or bearing a kamandalu. It's kind of a big gourd, hollow gourd with something to hold on to for catching water or getting alms or bhiksha. Mere taking of sannyas is not sannyas. There must be complete transformation in the mind. There's a story of Swami Shivananda in the ashram in Rishikesh. Sadhu, sannyasi, comes into the ashram and he's just having very little orange cloth and he has a kamandalu, one of these water pots in his hand, and he doesn't talk to anybody. He just looks into the void and always repeats the same mantra. Soham, Shivoham, I am the absolute consciousness. And so he goes, Soham, Shivoham. And, Swami Shivananda have a look, just see, what is he up to? And slowly he makes his way up the hill, finally comes close to where Swami Shivananda is, and finally meets Swami Shivananda, and also just looks into the void and says, Soham. Swami Shivananda immediately reacts, saying, Dasyoham, means I am your servant. Dasyoham, I am your servant. What can I do for you? The man just looks in the void and says, Soham. And it's like ping pong. Soham, Dasyoham, Soham. Things really get stuck. Swami Shivananda had no time to lose, so he didn't like to waste time. So while it goes on, quickly he tells to the student next to him, go, catch his kamandalu. Take his kamandalu away. And so the student goes closer, tries to take the kamandalu, and the man reacts. All of a sudden becomes really landing on earth. He holds on to his kamandalu and says, no, don't take this. This is all I have. Swami Shivananda had a broad smile. He looked at the man and said, oh, now we can see what is the real nature of your soham. Why don't you repeat Kamandulu hum, I am my water pot. So this is a story about the outer sign of renunciation. Has nothing to do with the real renunciation. Such a transformed mind, when it is really transformed through renunciation, is wholly free from lust, desires, egoism, raga, dvesha, attraction and repulsion, likes and dislikes, jealousy and vanity. It is free from outgoing tendency. It has no attraction for sense objects. It is free from ambitions and planning. Such a mind which makes for real sannyasa is always filled with sattvic qualities, pure qualities. It always moves inwards. It has renounced all work with desire. It has relinquished the fruits of all actions, and it rests in its own Satchitananda Swarupa, the essential being or soul. This is real sannyasa. Immortal divine life cannot be attained without renunciation of the petty sensual life. The secret of renunciation is the renunciation of egoism and desires. Some think that renouncing the family and the material world alone is the real renunciation, but it is not so. One should not neglect his own svadharma, natural inborn sense of duty and responsibility, in the name of renunciation. What is wanted is the renunciation of egoism, lust, anger, greed, petty-mindedness, and such other qualities, negative qualities that stand in the way of one's perfection and self-evolution. Swamiji would, of course, favor renunciation, but when it came to the moment where a person was trying to find out which path to go in life, sometimes Swamiji would say there are two paths of renunciation. One is to take formal sannyasa, become a Swami. The other is to take a different type of vow, which is marriage. The mental renunciation in marriage is also renunciation, because rather than having to control just one mind or to get along with one mind, let's say, no? We have to control, or rather get along, two minds. And if you look at all the soap operas, where is egoism, lust, anger, greed, petty-mindedness, and such other negative qualities flowering and growing in these, plays? It's always in the family circle. So this is where they naturally manifest, because people are together and live in a natural way together, but that natural way, that nature has to be transformed. And on the other hand, you would never give sannyas, or even the vow of brahmacharya, the pre-sannyas vow, to anybody who was not living inside the organization, Shivananda ashram or centers. Because all these negative qualities can only be faced in an environment where the nature can manifest, and that's when we live together in community. So in one way or the other we have to face it. And facing it, of course, is trying to transform it by focusing on a higher ideal. The transformation of negative into positive is not easy if you only think about it, about reasons why there is negativity. It's like, just right now, think of a banana. Try not to think of a banana. Try hard. Try not to think of a banana. What did you see? Apple? Banana. So you're just focusing on it. It's having a positive ideal. So the family has a positive ideal, and opens the house and lets others in and shares and have the large idea of family. That is the way to renounce. And the same way, first thing that newly initiated Swami finds himself is he's getting married to a yoga center. You constantly think of that yoga center. The yoga center is your partner, the yoga center is your child, the yoga center, morning till evening, you just think of that center. And so the sense of duty, svadharma, must not be neglected, and it's actually the right field where all these lower qualities of our nature can be transformed. Yet there has to be a clear decision. And when a clear decision is there, it also should take form. This goes again for both paths. When there is the clear recognition that you don't want to have family, but you want to go that path where you feel the whole world is your family, and just work out these impulses of the lower nature within yourself, then there should be no hesitation. The vow of sannyas is there to be taken, and it's there since time immemorial. In all cultures and religions there is this group of people who feel attracted to that way, cultivate that way, and evolve. On the other hand, when the tendency is there to feel that you want to have family, you want to have children, there also should not be any hesitation, and the best is to go for it and to stick with it. To want nothing is indeed the most efficacious way to attain the highest good. If you crave for a thing, you may not get it, and consequently be unhappy. Therefore renounce the craving for objects. Whether Swami or not Swami, this is the virus which is always creeping in our mind, ready to pop up. The virus in the thought, which is what I got, what I wanted, I didn't get it. Ever heard that thought in your mind? What I wanted, didn't get it. What I got, I don't like it. I never wanted it. What a trap, no? What is whose fault is it that it doesn't work? That what I wanted I didn't get, and what I got I never wanted it. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? It's an unjust universe. If you look in the glossy magazines, in the first pages is all those people who got what they wanted. And in the back pages, those who, it also changes, no? That's the drama. Best is to renounce that which is behind it, is the sense of craving. To want nothing is indeed the most efficacious way to attain the highest good. Renounce the evil vrittis or thought waves through regular introspection and by cultivating the opposite positive qualities. You will attain God realization. Renunciation alone can make you fearless and happy. It is the bestower of eternal peace and immortality. Oh.